because this is what happens when you let people in to the country that don't share
The
our
suspect is
values
reportedly a
or
29-year-old
anything
Afghan
else.
national named
Happy
Ramadullah
Thanksgiving,
Khanbar,
everyone.
who entered the United States in 2021. Both National Guardsmen are currently in critical condition, and the FBI is reportedly investigating this as an act of terror. President Trump took to Truth Social, calling the shooter an animal, vowing that he will pay a very steep price. And Trump also doubled down on his National Guard deployment effort, ordering an additional 500 guardsmen to D.C. For further discussion on the why, right, the politics of this, I want to bring in lawmakers from both sides of the aisle. We're joined by Republican Randy Fine and Democrat Suhas Subramanian. Thank you so much for coming on, both of you. Representative Fine, I'll start with you. So you had a tweet after the shooting. My prayers go out to the two National Guardsmen who were shot, their families, and all who were impacted by this senseless act of violence. You have been somebody who has supported the National Guard deployment. Your statement from September, you said public safety is a choice. And I want to thank President Trump for choosing to make Washington great again. I have to ask you, as this is developing, you know what a talking point's going to be. There are those who are going to say it was the president's fault, that if the president hadn't ordered National Guard members to D.C., this wouldn't have happened, that he put them in the line of fire. When you get that question, when you get that comment, what will be your response?
I'm going to call them the idiots that they are. The National Guard was brought to Washington to make it safer. It's been overwhelmingly successful, and the people of Washington, including the Democrat mayor, say so. And let me say this. What happened today was not a tragedy. A tragedy is when someone crashes their car by accident. This was a terrorist attack by an illegal immigrant, a Muslim terrorist from Afghanistan who walked out of a subway station, walked up to two National Guard soldiers, and shot them in the head. We should be angry, is how we should be feeling right now. And the only other emotion we should have is being brokenhearted for these two brave National Guardsmen and their families.
And Representative Subramanian, the temperatures are hot right now. National Guard is part of the conversation. The flip before the break, I kept getting the question, Jesse, be on the lookout. Something like this is going to happen. Something like this is going to happen. And yes, we don't know the full motive. We don't know the full circumstances here. But is that a problem? Is that something that might have fueled something like this?
Well, to the extent that National Guardsmen themselves have been demonized, I don't think that's right. I think, certainly I and many others have opposed the deployment and the way they deployed the National Guard, but the National Guardsmen themselves we fully support, and this is absolutely horrific what happened. And so, certainly this is not what we want to see, especially on Thanksgiving week like this. And we don't know exactly the motives, so we don't know if it's terrorism for sure, but what we do know is that this is preventable, should be preventable, and we should make sure that this